Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, squid, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, squirrels and ocelots, mimes and pipe fitters, tap dancers and brick masons. All are welcome here for this special presentation of girls high school softball as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers host the Franklin Panthers. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Kevin, I've still got some writing to do. Take it away. What should we expect today? I do know this. Franklin, it should be a good matchup. Franklin comes in 4-5 in the division. 6-7 overall. Attleboro 3-6 in the Kelly Rex division, 7-6 overall, so they've qualified for the playoffs. Franklin has scored 83 runs. They've allowed 98. Attleboro scored 90 runs, allowed 55. Take it away, Kevin.
Yeah, good afternoon, Paul, and yeah, ditto. Okay, back to you. No, great afternoon. The game was canceled late yesterday afternoon, moved to today, and I think they made the right decision.
Yes.
Billowy clouds here, but perfectly sunny, warm, upper 70 day. Like you said, Attleboro's already qualified for the playoffs. Talking with Coach Katie Holbrook for Franklin. Franklin has also qualified for the playoffs, win or lose.
Yeah.
They have teams had till June 2nd to alert the MIAA if they wanted to opt into the playoffs.
No matter their record.
No matter their record on this 1 year only one-off, because typically teams in the Hockomock League play 20 games a year.
Yeah.
And this is the 14th game for both teams. So it's a way to get an extra game in for sure, but still keep the playoff system alive.
Yes.
So teams like Taunton
Yes.
can go on and win a state tournament this year. It's cut to the chase. I mean, Taunton's still only given up 2 runs this year, both of them to Attleboro.
Yes.
The other thing while you're still writing, I guess, is so like you mentioned, Attleboro comes in 7-6.
Yeah.
Franklin comes in 6-7. However, Franklin beat Attleboro last game 12-4 in the game. So Franklin's riding high off of that. But as we saw with the Mansfield Attleboro game earlier this year, there is not necessarily any momentum gain when Attleboro won. And I'm not exaggerating, but I am making up the score. I think it was 19-1 or something like that against Mansfield, and then come out the next day and lose 7-1
to the same pitcher.
To the same pitcher, the same everything. So momentum we see it in baseball, we see it in softball, does not necessarily carry over from game to game. So I would expect a real good game. Franklin is averaging 6.38 runs per game. They're giving up 7.54 runs a game. Attleboro, on the other hand, has scored 90 runs, so they're averaging almost 7 runs a game, just a little bit more than Franklin. They're only giving up 4.2 runs a game, so they're giving up 3 runs less per game. And pitching today is Laura Boynton, who's, I believe, 3-2 with a 3.56 ERA on the year. So they're giving the senior a start.
Yep. And one of the she's split the pitching duties mostly with Lindsay Perry, and they've done a fine job. The defense has been good. The penchant for walks has been a bit of an issue. 22 walks, 9 strikeouts for Lindsay Perry, 27 walks, 18 strikeouts for Laura Boynton. So they're both the kind of pitchers who pitch to contact and rely on their defense, the gloves and the arms behind them.
Yeah, and it is a good defense for Attleboro. We saw the power pitcher from Taunton, striking out a lot of people. You're not going to get that from the Attleboro pitchers. Like you said, they do have a good defense. They're going to have both Perry girls, I believe, up the middle.
Infield,
middle infielder. You've got Lauren Eby, the sophomore, playing first base. You got Kayla Goldrick, the freshman, playing third base. So you got very young infield on the corners, and then 2 juniors that'll be coming back next year. Right?
Exactly.
The Perry's juniors, so they'll be back next year.
Exactly right. And Eby at first base, she kind of ruins the run. The rest of them are all basketball players.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
But Megan Gordon will be starting on the bench today. For Franklin, they'll send up a lineup of Molly Collins, a senior, playing center field. Julia White will hit second, the junior left fielder. Gabby Kalachi is the shortstop, the senior hitting third. She's something else, headed to Johnson and Wales, I believe.
Yes, she's the only senior heading off to college to play varsity softball at Johnson and Wales, and good for her. She's got the numbers to back it up for sure.
And she's the only starter that returns from their 2019 season when Franklin went 6-17 and reached the Division I South quarterfinals.
17-6.
17 thank you. There we go. Lauren Cody will bat fourth and play first base. Georgia Harvey, the sophomore, will hit fifth. She's the designated player. Aslan Lavery, the junior, will pitch and hit sixth. Carly Johnson Pellegri is a freshman at second base, hitting seventh.
Yeah, she's doing really good. She's hitting .326 on the year. She has 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 6 doubles, and a .605 slugging percentage.
Wow. And hitting eighth will be Libby Carter, the sophomore third baseman. Hitting ninth is Haley Fields, the sophomore catcher. The flex player playing right field, not in the batting lineup, is junior Kelly Musa. Attleboro defensively, as we told you, Boynton, student athlete of the month, I believe.
Yes.
Will pitch. Riley Camacho, the freshman, will catch. Goldrick at third. Haley Perry at short. Lindsey Perry at second. Laura Eby at first. The outfield left to right is Bosch, Marr, and Morse. 2 more basketball players in the outfield, Bosch and Marr.
I mean, there's just an article I was reading the other day about how they're going
Field
after you
mic's
already.
working.
They're going after you right away,
Yeah.
both of us. But the tremendous amount of two-sport athletes coming back.
Yes.
It's reversing the trend of about 8 to 10 years ago, where
Yes.
everybody was being forced to
Specialize.
That's the word. In just one sport. And I agree with play as many sports as you can.
Right.
It's a statistic I like to roll out there. 93% of high school athletes, their final game is as a senior.
Yeah.
Only 7% are going on to play a college sport. And what percentage are going to go on to play professional? Minuscule.
Very few,
Even,
yes.
Very few, exactly.
All right. Stepping up is Molly Collins, wearing number 5, the right-handed batter. Attleboro in their royal blue jerseys, white sleeves, white pants. Franklin, navy blue pants, navy blue sleeves. Sky blue jerseys, navy blue numbers, white trim. Fouls that off. 0-1 to Molly Collins.
Senior headed to Springfield College, which is going to play field hockey at Springfield College, hitting .333 on the year, 3 triples, 14 RBIs, and only 2 strikeouts. So look for her to make contact.
Swing and a miss. A little heater up top. 0-2.
So naturally she swings
Yes.
and misses.
Franklin is coached by Katie Holbrook in her first year. She played at Bridgewater State, University, graduated in 2008. It's always Bridgewater State College to me. Foul tip into the glove, just her 3rd strikeout of the year. A heater up high for White, not a bad start.
No, and as you mentioned, Attleboro's not going to strike out much.
I know.
Molly Collins isn't going to strike out much, so get ready defense, and we see a 3-pitch strikeout
Yes.
to start the game.
They did that specifically to affect our credibility.
Exactly.
That pitch is high to Julia White, the right-handed batting junior left fielder, 1-0.
She came in relief last game against Attleboro, 2 2/3 innings with no runs, hitting a robust 4.32 on
Wow.
the team.
Ooh, inside part of the plate, swing and a miss. Little hop on that pitch, 1-1.
She has 6 RBIs. Fielding percentage of 1,000 for the left fielder. No errors.
Wow. Low and inside pitch, squibbed down to first base, picked up by Eby. She'll step on the bag, 3 unassisted if you're scoring at home, 2 up, 2 down. Yep.
I was going to say, in that 1,000 fielding percentage on this field without a fence, it's
Yes.
going to come in handy. They're going to have to knock down some balls here to prevent those inside the park home runs.
I was here when the Franklin girls were getting off the bus, and that was their first comment. No fence?
No fence?
I said, yes, Attleboro brought in the cross-country team to play outfield against Taunton. Kalachi looks at ball 1, low and out inside, the outstanding shortstop. Headed to Johnson and Wales.
Hitting .432, 1 home run, 11 RBIs, has scored 17 runs.
Fouls that off. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Remember when Johnson and Wales was just a cooking school?
Just a cooking school. Now they own the state of Rhode Island. They're in Providence or in East Greenwich. They're all over the place. Everything's a campus in Johnson and Wales now. Buses all over, traversing all over the state.
We'll give you the information on our umpires in just a minute. Both dynamite athletes when they were younger. Fly ball to short right center. That drops for a base hit. First hit of the game, a bloop just over the second baseman's head. 1 on, 2 out for Franklin, and up comes Lauren Cody. Nice bit of hitting there, Kevin.
Yeah, it goes as a frozen rope in the book, but just a well-placed hit over Perry's head and in front of the right fielder for Attleboro Morris. Nothing either one of them could do.
Solid right-handed batter, Lauren Cody, the senior first baseman. High ball one from Whiten, 1-0. It is a breezy day. The wind is blowing in. Temperature in the, mid-70s?
Yeah, mid to upper 70s, but I saw it was beautiful. Should have wore shorts. Oh, well. Cody's hitting .356 on the year.
Fouls that back right over Kevin's head. Hey, we're getting used to this. Neither one of us flinched that time.
Did not flinch on that time.
1-1.
Drinkwater would be happy.
Our umpire behind the plate is Loretta Donahue. She went to Pine Manor College in Chestnut Hill when it opened up in 1982 as a basketball recruit. Got a story about that in a second. Swings and misses at a breaking ball in the outer half of the plate, 1-2. When she got there, she realized they had an outstanding high school pitcher from Massachusetts, one of the top high school pitchers from New Hampshire and Vermont. This was on the basketball team. So she said, hey, let's start a club team this spring, and that's what they did. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, strike three. So for Franklin, no runs on one hit, one runner left on base, and after a half inning of play, no score, and the Bombardiers coming up on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel, part of the crew as well, set up the GoPro camera. Also taking special shots today of Laura Woynton, the Student Athlete of the Week. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Kevin, the other umpire, also an athlete, Bill Fallon, played at Hull High School and UMass. He was at UMass in the late 70s, just missed my brother John, who was the co-captain of the UMass baseball team in 75.
Oh, wow.
So for the Bombardiers, Haley Perry comes up, the junior shortstop, hitting .415 with 8 RBIs and a home run, not counting their last game against Franklin.
Where she did get a hit in the last game. She had a triple and scored 2 runs.
Breaking ball from Lavery, the Franklin pitcher, the right-hander, called strike one. Aislinn Lavery, the junior. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is the second time Attleboro has seen Lavery. Lavery pitched 4 1/3 innings, giving him 5 hits. Only 1 through the first 4 innings, striking out 2.
Breaking ball, little ahead of that, foul, fielded nicely by Mark Homer.
It does a little flex.
Yes, yes, yeah, here it is. Brianna and Greg, his loving children, are listening. You think they're surprised he fielded that flawlessly?
Think they're surprised he flexed?
Breaking ball, so 4 pitches, 4 breaking balls. The count's 2-2.
Good for the seniors to come back. With the graduation, always tough to maybe keep that motivation as high. I mean, I guess there's no question they'd be back, but there's an awesome
breaking ball slowly hit to shortstop. Kalachi across the diamond, infield hit. Nothing Kalachi could do, as that was basically a swinging long bunt.
It was a swinging long bunt. It's a great way to describe it. And with your leadoff hitter, Perry, running, you're not going to be able to throw out on the 60-foot bases. I wonder, in your plan, to make it the 70-foot bases, you wonder if there would be a chance.
Yes, when I become benevolent czar, we're making the field bigger. The girls are good enough athletes. High and outside to Lindsay Perry, the junior second baseman, 1-0. Her twin sister Haley is at first base, and their brother Matt at lacrosse practice.
That's right. Spread out all over the city.
Low pitch in the zone, slapped into left field, past the diving third baseman Carter. Base hit, first and second as the left fielder White. Boy, she got to that quick.
So just what Attleboro wanted, especially coming off the 12-4 loss, which by all accounts just was not a well-played game by Attleboro. Take nothing away from Franklin. They'll tell you it was a very well-played game by Franklin.
Freshman Riley Camacho, she's catching today. When she's not catching, she plays center field. She smacks that to right center. That's going to find the gap. Fielded on one hop by Musa out there. Coming home, the throw is high. Oh boy, hope the catcher's okay. Sliding in and scoring was Haley Perry. Got wrapped up with the catcher, fails legs, but she's okay. That's good news. So runners on second and third. A 1-0 Attleboro lead. How would you score on that, Kevin?
Oh, that's a double to right center, and I'm going double all the way. However, the reason why there was almost a play at the plate is because all the runners had a hold, because I thought it was definitely hitting the gap. It seemed to carry a little bit towards right field, so the runners had a hold to make sure she didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Sorry, ball outside the pitcher, Laura Boynton. But then Haley Perry never stopped. Once she started, she never stopped coming around third, so I think she would have been safe.
Wind held that ball up. It's blowing dead end. Shot down the first base line. Foul as first base coach backs away. And fill me in, Kevin. I got a brain warp on names.
That's Laura Boynton, the batter.
No, the first base coach.
That's not Kate. Oh, I'm not sure.
How did I get her name? I got it written down over all the other programs. She was an outstanding player. And she heard that and just waved to it.
Apparently our voices are carrying here today.
Breaking ball is outside to Laura Whiten. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Bombardiers 1 run in. Lindsay Perry at third. Riley Camacho at second. 2-1 count to Whiten.
Who has a home run and 13 RBIs in the season.
Another breaking ball just misses outside. 3-1. She can choose her pitch.
Interesting, Lavery really not challenging the Attleboro hitters with fastballs. So I wonder if they saw something in the first game the other day that said Attleboro's fastball hitting team.
That just misses. Breaking ball. I had the count wrong, I guess.
I had a 3-1. So I don't know what the count is.
3-2.
3-2, okay.
So we missed one somewhere.
High ball.
Fouled. Will it get out of play to the right? Oh, it just hits the fence before it goes into Johnson Pellegri's glove. She's a foot taller. She makes that catch, Kevin.
Kind of lost. I was looking up over the fence. So I caught the sun and I missed it.
Barely hit the screen right above her glove. Still a full count.
Wayne trying to get one up in the air in the hopes of scoring Perry on a sac fly.
Smack to Kalachi. Runner coming home across the diamond for the out, going from second to third. Safe over there is Camacho. So Camacho moves to third. Perry scores on the fielder's choice.
No, that's just a regular 6-3 out.
That's right. Warden gets an RBI though.
Yes. So 2-0, 1 out. Camacho on third. And now the sophomore Lauren Eby hitting over 300 on the year, batting fourth.
Fouls that off to the right. Oh, where'd you park, Kevin?
I am way up the street today.
One of our sponsors, Bristol Glass. Kevin had to count on them. Last softball game we did, they shattered his windshield and broke your wiper.
And broke my windshield wiper, too. I didn't even know that until after the windshield got fixed.
0-1 to Eby, sophomore first baseman.
That's our way.
Bobbles that back. Nice catch by Fales, the Franklin catcher. Haley Fales, just a sophomore, 2 outs.
And nice play by Avery covering the play. I was actually at a baseball game the other day where there was a foul ball, and it was a sacrifice fly on a foul ball to the first baseman because the catcher, the first baseman, and the pitcher all went for the ball, and nobody covered home. The runner on third just walked home with nobody covering.
Walked or skipped?
Here's a curveball for a strike.
Yeah, breaking ball falls into Kayla Goldrick wearing number 34. The freshman is playing third base. She's only hitting .462 with 8 RBIs.
Not a bad start for the youngster.
Another basketballer, one of the first guards off the bench. Fastball. Oh, she got on that, turned on it, and crushed it foul.
I was going to say, that's the kind of approach you wanted to play. Just turned on, just a little bit too out in front of it. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
That the dead space over in left field between the two fences, that is out of play.
It's out of play, so it's like an imaginary line that goes right out, so you have to do like a wide receiver.
Yes.
Keep your feet in bounds and bring the ball back.
Exactly right. 0-2 to Kayla Goldrick.
I think the fans at home can see me do the outstretched arms.
Breaking ball. Kalachi backhands it. Long throw. High in time.
Nice play by Kalachi.
Wow, nice. Great fielding play. Nice catch by Pellegri at first base. So the Bombardiers, 2 runs on 3 hits, One runner left on base after one full inning, a 2-0 Attleboro lead on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports, also 1320 WARA and WARAradio.com. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, and Kevin is always depressed. You watch a Major League game and the pace is so slow that the color commentator gets to talk all night. You got to be quick with your words in this situation. These girls don't mess around.
No, I mean, I got so much to say. Everyone's hanging on every word, and I don't have a chance to get them all out.
It's the modesty we love. Fastball inside, fouled away to the right by the right-handed batter, Georgia Harvey, a sophomore. She's the flex player today, 0-1.
Harvey hitting .475 on the team that leads the team, a .675 slugging percentage. 10 RBIs.
Thank Coach Katie Holbrook for giving us some great stats. Boy, Whiten has got that breaking ball working today. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, very quickly 0-2.
And let's go ahead and curse her. It's only the fifth batter, but she hasn't gone beyond one ball.
No, she has not.
Camacho with the sign. Fouled off to the right. Count remains 0-2. Camacho's way back in the catcher's box.
No catcher's interference there.
No, right, exactly.
I saw in that same baseball game batter's interference on a backswing on an 0-1 count.
Wow.
Batter's out. I never seen a call. I didn't know how to score it.
Ooh, slow breaking ball. Just a bit ahead of it. Swing and a miss. That's a third strikeout for Whiten. Remember, we started this broadcast saying she doesn't strike out many.
No,
Oops.
not many. And she's really, I mean, it's very early. We're only one in the third in. But she is mixing her speeds tremendously so far through the first 5 batters.
3 strikeouts out of the first 4. Doesn't strike out many. Just misses, I believe, outside. 1-0 to Aislinn Lavery, pitching for the Franklin Panthers today. She's a junior, another right-handed batter.
Hitting .344 with 10 runs scored on the team, second on the team. That's our way.
Fouls that back over our head. Again, we didn't flinch. We're getting good. 1-1.
Oh, that one I almost went to go catch, but it's just a little bit too high.
It's funny, when the sun is out, it is hot here, but now it's behind the clouds, and very pleasant day.
Jim Corbin promised us a good weather day for the game, I hope.
Said it might be one small shower. Turns to bunt, gets it down. Beautiful bunt. Camacho out behind the plate.
Wow.
Safe.
Oh.
No, good call, I thought. As Bill Fallon, the first base umpire, started to call it out.
I think Mark Corbin's going to challenge maybe 2 things.
Okay.
I think he's going to challenge one. He obviously played at the plate, but did that ball hit her out of the box? And that's what he's pointing to right now. I actually think the ball went between her legs coming out of the batter's box. It was extraordinarily close, and she's going to go check to see if that hit her feet. If they rule that it hit her feet, she was clearly out of the box when he's questioning it.
Yeah.
It hit almost like 5-holder.
Yeah,
like
right.
Hockey. I don't know how it didn't hit her because it kind of came through and she kind of skipped through it. You thought it was a good call at first?
I did, actually.
Okay.
And there was lots of spin on that ball, and it hit and went right between her legs, I think. Yeah, the umpires got that right.
First. Okay, so I didn't think it hit her coming out of the box.
But you thought the throw had her.
I thought the throw had her, but my percent, it's 60, 70 feet away, and you obviously thought she was safe, and the umpire's right there.
Second hit of the game.
Nice play by Camacho. I thought she came out throwing quickly right away.
Swing and a miss to number 35. That's Carly Johnson Pellegri, the freshman second baseman. 0-1 to Carly. You have some info on her.
Yeah, hitting .326, slugging .605, second on the team. She has 6 doubles, 2 home runs, which leads the team 10 RBIs.
Fastball up and in, swing and a miss, 0-2 as Whiten continues to pound the strike zone.
If I'm waiting, I think I go high, up and in again on the fastball. Keep climbing the ladder, as they say. Well, she went in. She didn't go high.
Yep, inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, working very, very quickly, which is fine with us.
One of the things I like to see in pitches, if a batter offers at a high pitch, keep going higher.
Yeah.
And see where the bar is that they won't swing at it.
Fouled off. Low inside pitch. Count remains 1-2. And again, for those of you who aren't softball fans, if you know someone who's into meditation, tell them to go to the AACS YouTube channel, put the game on, mute the volume. You don't have to hear Kevin and I, and just look at the clouds.
The billowy, pillowy clouds.
Above the trees. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 5th strikeout.
I have 4.
4th strikeout, thank you.
But
Here
she
we
came
go.
in the game with, how many strikeouts did you say? 9, I think it was.
She had 18 strikeouts
18
against
strikeouts.
27 walks.
Okay.
So 2 outs, runner on first. Libby Carter is up, the senior third baseman. Called strike on the outer edge from Whiten, who just looks so relaxed out there, 0-1.
Well, that's what happens after you graduate. You relax. You don't have to worry about exams. You know where you're going in the college. Heck, she may have gone to the beach today.
Swing and a miss at a breaking ball in the inside part of the plate. 0-2 to Carter. And again, if you're into meditation, look at the clouds in this broadcast of the sky. Maybe turn on your lava lamp, a Moody Blues album.
All right.
Back to the game. Callahan's had enough. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes as Laura was trying to get Libby to chase there.
I think you're going to start advertising for places that haven't underwritten yet on the show. But, Libby Cotter, a senior head in the Plymouth State, going to major in exercise and sports physiology. She will play hockey.
Oh, wow.
There.
You know, I knew ball 2 inside, low and inside. I knew that name was familiar from somewhere. I filled in for North TV for a Franklin hockey game in 2019. She was on the ice. 2-2, right?
2-2. That's what I have.
Breaking ball,
right.
fouled back over our heads. Count remains 2-2.
Late reaction.
Yeah.
I should have had. That was with my glove side. But
Hope that didn't move our GoPro camera. Defensively for the Bombardiers, Camacho catching, Goldrick at third, Haley Perry at short, Lindsey Perry at second, Eby at first. The outfield, Bosch, Marr, and Morse left to right. Slow breaking ball, swing and a miss. Ball gets through the catcher, down to second base. Still looking.
yeah, so that's a strikeout. But
I'm going to call that a pass
first ball and pass ball.
Yep.
Because it went through the legs. Hate to call a wild pitch on a swinging strike,
I know.
too. It was low,
Yep.
but it's good between the legs. And then once it gets past, Cotter was going to make it to first base. So it's a drop third strike on strike 3.
Yeah.
So it's first and second, 2 outs for Haley Fails. You seem confused.
Oh, she made it to first base.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh, gosh. Idiot.
Ball 1 low to Haley Fails.
So
The sophomore hitting .306 on the season.
So a strikeout, but on
Yeah,
first
so
base.
it's her 5th strikeout.
And looks like Camacho is a step closer to the plate now as well.
This could be the rare inning where you can chalk up 4 strikeouts in an inning.
Yes. Ball inside, 1-1.
2-0.
2-0. Haley Fails is the catcher, just a sophomore. Had one nice put out on a foul ball to end the bottom of the first. Speaking of that, it's 2-0 Attleboro here, top of the second. Sorry, folks. Breaking ball fouled. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the second.
An all right-handed lineup in the starting lineup for Franklin.
That is rare. Usually you see a couple lefties sprinkled in. And those will be your slap hitters, your bunters.
Just misses the inside corner. 3-1, her first 3-ball count of the game.
3 balls, 1 strike. When I played baseball, I used to, if I was the runner on second, I used to hope for the next pitch to be a called strike so I could get the big running start on 3-2.
Lavery on second, Carter on first. Slaps it to the shortstop. Haley Perry across the diamond in time. So they made it interesting, but for Franklin, no runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base after 1.5 innings. The Bombardiers 2, the Panthers nothing on AACS 15 Sports.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
The National Black Doll Museum, in partnership with Attleboro area organizations, will hold their Juneteenth Jamboree at Capron Park on Saturday, June 19th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Juneteenth is a holiday commemorating the official end of slavery in the United States. Guests will have the opportunity to learn about the history of Juneteenth and participate in various activities including dance, music, poetry, and other workshops.
Kevin, as a trained professional, can you tell us what that dead air means?
We're back.
I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. I'm going to turn the field mic down. We could eavesdrop on the conversation, but that wouldn't be Marcus of Queensbury rules, as Mark Homer is talking to home plate umpire Loretta Donahue.
And they trust the pitcher and catcher a lot more than
Standing right behind him.
They're right behind.
Again, Loretta Donahue, interesting story. Went to Pine Manor College in '82, recruited to play basketball, and realized they had some good softball players. And when they were in high school on the basketball team, so decided, let's start a club team in the spring. It was club for a couple years, then went varsity. Sadly, I think Pine Manor is another one of those smaller private schools closing.
Yeah, I believe they closed. The big surprising school that closed this year, I thought, was Becker.
Yes. My father used to referee a ton of Becker Junior College games. They were a power back in the day. Natalie Mansoro, the flex player, into the gap of right center field, rolling on the turf. She'll motor into second base, think about third, but the right fielder, Musa, got there in time, and she threw a bullet to the second baseman, Johnson Pellegrini.
So Natalie Mansur, first pitch swing and drives one to right center field. Real nice hit for the senior. I believe she's a senior.
Mansur, where is it? Right
senior.
here.
Yep, senior.
So Attleboro, their fourth hit. They have a 2-0 lead here, bottom of the second.
Now another senior, Brenna Morse.
Yep, right fielder swings and misses at the right-handed delivery from Lavery. It's 0-1. Brenna is a right fielder.
She'll come in relaxed today as a graduated senior.
Yeah, yes. Lavery just misses with a breaking ball low and away as the catcher fails. Went through the full cycle of signs there, 1-1.
And the Mansur double seemed to have woken up the Attleboro dugout. They're very loud, very cheering their team on right now.
Low inside, 2 balls, 1 strike to Brenna Morse. It is 2-0, bottom of the second.
Senior Gabby Bosch on deck.
3-sport athlete. Hits that to right field. Moose is back, makes the catch. Mansour will not tag. Boy, you wonder about a pinch runner with the replacement rules there, but so that's a fly out to the right fielder, Musa. 1 out, runner on second. Gabby Bosch comes up, the senior left fielder.
I don't have the rules in front of me, but I do know designated player is different than designated hitter in baseball, and I'm not sure if there are any rules if you run. I'm just
That's
not
a good
100% certain of it.
Pitch is high, just a bit outside to Gabby Bosch. Not only a 3-sport player, a 3-sport starter for the second year in a row.
Heading to UConn in the fall.
Where she will not be playing varsity sports, but she's pledged to me that she'll try to dominate intramurals. Low again, 2-0.
My son Tim finished his freshman year at Wheaton, is so psyched for the intramural basketball season next year at Wheaton.
3-0 is the count as Avery having a little trouble locating the strike zone.
I'm not sure. The catcher just had a conversation with the umpire. I'm not sure what about. Maybe just to make sure of the count.
Yep.
It is 3-0 to Bosch. Probably taking all the way. Yeah, she is.
Call strike, cut the upper edge of the strike zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. I'm telling you, I had a gas playing intramural basketball in college.
Oh, it's fine. I played floor hockey in college.
Ball four high. Yeah, we also had softball. We didn't have floor hockey. We had intramural volleyball where football coach Pete Mazzafaro gave us the great life lesson. You cheat in volleyball, you cheat in life.
Okay.
Yes, that was. Okay, at second base is Mansour. At first base is Bosch, who drew the walk.
And it looks like we are going to have a runner for, because I'm assuming Haley Perry's going to hit. And she's swinging the bat, so I'm assuming Coach Homer is bringing up a potential runner. I'm assuming for Mansour. 2 for 18.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So Nina Campbell, the senior, is going to run for Mansour. I kind of wish that decision was made before the long Brenna Moore shot to right field.
And make me question the rules that I don't know.
Yeah. So Nina Campbell, the senior. Coach Homer is the head coach, also coaches first base. Haley Perry reached on an infield hit and scored in the bottom of the first. Outside on the fastball, 1-0 to Haley. 2-0 Bombardiers, bottom of the second.
And there's a pitching visit by Coach Katie Holbrook. And one of the other reasons why, I'm sorry, Mansour, why she probably didn't tag, so she was a couple steps off. She took towards third, so she was heading back towards second just as she caught it. So her momentum was bringing her back towards second, and it would have been tough to regenerate the momentum to go to third. And you don't want to hit into a double play in that situation.
Exactly.
As well.
So, did I miss an RBI?
I have an RBI for Riley Camacho in the first, and then Laura White in the first as well.
That's the one I missed, Camacho's RBI.
Bottom of the second is 2-0.
Yep.
Attleboro leads, is first and second, 1 out, and Holbrook is having a conversation with pitcher Avery.
And I will say this about Katie Holbrook, by far, and again, she's busy. I mean, teacher, coach, the whole bit. The amount of information she gave us notes on every single one of her players. Way to go, Katie Holbrook. I'd like to have her hold a seminar for the other Hockomock League coaches.
This is just a little statement to the MIAA. This is how it can be and should be done at some point. It's, we're not the only ones doing high school games.
Right. 2-0 is the count to Haley as that ball was high. Lavery is the pitcher. Aislinn Lavery.
There's a lot of people listening, and now with the YouTube channels, people watching, you joke on your show and all over the world. Yeah. But it's true. Ooh,
nice curveball. Yeah. Right, Kevin. Curve. 2-1. Yes.
So it's, if we have the information to give, someone's hitting 460, it's a nice thing to put out there.
It makes even us sound good, and folks, that's not easy.
All the research helps. Plagiarism, research, whatever.
Breaking ball. She's right on that. Perry blasts that deep over the head of White in left field. Hitting third base is the pinch runner Campbell. She'll score. Sliding into third is Bosch. It is 3-0 Bombardiers. An RBI double for Haley Perry. That was a bomb.
That was a bomb. And it was funny. Gabby Bosch had no choice but to go to third because Haley Perry was right behind her. Get over there! Get over there! No, that was bombed, and Bosch, had to again get going, make sure the ball wasn't caught. So that scored the pinch runner, and there's a bomb by the other Perry. That's going to be
Lindsay Perry hits that to the center fielder Collins, tagging and coming home. Scoring is Gabby Bosch. Moving over to third is Haley Perry. So that's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Lindsay on a long shot to center field. 2 outs. 4-0 Bombardiers.
Good heads up running by Haley Perry, going from second to third.
Yeah. And there's an RBI there. Foul over our head to Riley Camacho, the freshman catcher, came in hitting .444, 1 homer, 16 runs knocked in. She had a base hit to left field and scored in the bottom of the first.
Now, from an Attleboro point of view, it's important for them not to rest easy on this, as Franklin in the 12-4 victory last time got 6 runs in the 4th inning alone.
Wow. Called strike, one of Avery's best pitches of the game. Low outside part of the strike zone, great pitch. What's the count on Riley?
0-2 the Camacho, who doubled in the first and has an RBI. Got stranded at third.
Avery. Outer edge, slaps it to the right, off the glove of Cody, the first baseman. Run scores, base hit.
Base hit and RBI.
Crossing the plate was Haley Perry, and I think we are going to call that a base hit because you get an error is a play that could have been made with routine effort. That was quite a reach for Cody at first base.
It was a crossover and just tipped off her glove, tipped away where the second baseman couldn't get it.
Yep.
Camacho beats it out easily. And do you know who the happiest person right now in Attleboro might be? Kelly Camacho, because they moved Bailey Camacho's game to tonight at 7 o'clock. So she gets to go to Riley and Bailey's doubleheader today for her.
That's their mom. Laura Whiten is up hitting 400. She's the starting pitcher for the Bombardiers today. She's the senior scholar athlete of the month for the Bombardiers. 0-1 to Laura, who had an RBI with a ground out to Kalachi at shortstop in the first. Breaking ball, grounds foul.
Ooh.
Third baseman had their right foot over the line, her left foot still in the field of play.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously the umpire has the best angle on that. But I thought she may have caught the ball on the line or just to the right of it.
0-2 to Whiten, heading to the, well, I know it's North Adams State College. Breaking ball like a slider outside.
Delayed steal. She gets into second is Riley Camacho on a delayed steal.
Wow.
Kind of caught Franklin a little bit of sleep there.
Again, Attleboro coached by Mark Homer. This is Mark's, fifth year, fourth season?
Yes.
And he's completely rebuilt this softball program at Attleboro. Breaking ball outside. It is now 2-2 to Laura Whiten.
You're going to have to say that for the rest of your broadcasting. 6 season.
Yeah, exactly.
6th year, 5th season, 10th year, 9th season, all because of COVID.
That was like a slider fouled off as Whiten protects the plate with 2 strikes. Count remains 2-2.
Laura had a 7-pitch at bat in the first inning.
Yeah.
And there'll be the 6th pitch of this at bat.
We'll give you the Franklin defense again in a moment. Lavery, a very studious look, twirling the ball in her glove. Here it comes. Low and away, lash to right field, bounces in front of Musa. Again, Attleboro forces the action, sliding home. Number 23, freshman Riley Camacho. That's the 4th run of the inning. It's 6-0 Bombardiers.
Second RBI of the day for Whiten. And what I like that what Whiten did there, she took a wide turn at first because nobody was covering first. So she didn't. So many players, they just take a short turn and hurry up back.
Yeah.
And no, get a wide turn. Nobody's covering. Great hit. Well played. Nice hustle by Whiten.
4th hit of the inning, 7th hit of the game. Sophomore first baseman Laura Eby is up. She popped out to the catcher, fails on the first. Where was that first pitch?
That was a strike on the outside corner, 0-1, and we're going to have a courtesy runner.
That's 33.
Number 33, Janie Hillman.
Okay.
Should be courtesy runner.
And that's for Whiten. 33 equals courtesy runner. Okay. And we got that. So again, 4 hits this inning, 4 runs scored.
And then umpires just alerting both teams that it's a courtesy runner.
Yeah. And again, I don't want to curse our umpires. It's this early, but so far Loretta Donahue behind the plate and Bill Fallon, who played college baseball at UMass, the field umpire.
Yeah,
they know what they're looking at.
Yeah, they've done a good job so far.
Breaking ball hit hard to Kalachi. It's short, long throw, but in time. 6-3 to get Eby if you're scoring at home. That ends the bottom of the second inning. The Bombardiers, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 runner left on base after 2 full innings. 6-0 Attleboro on AACS 15 Sports. Kevin, you'll appreciate this next spot we're going to play because, well, you had to call in their services after our last softball game.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Join magician and juggler Scott Jameson for an outdoor performance for families of all ages. Scott's performance will take place at Balfour Riverwalk Park in Attleboro from 3 to 4 p.m. on July 8th. Umbrellas will be plucked from thin air, a drawing will come to life, basketballs will be spun and juggled, and a member of the audience will unlock telekinetic abilities.
Rats. That's a tough place to break off that PSA. We'll play that next. But, heck, they don't mess around in high school. They don't play with the Velcro gloves. They're ready to play. Slapping the ball into right center field for a base hit. This is going to be extra bases for Molly Collins, the leadoff hitter. She's going to third. Here comes a throw. Wow.
Great slide by Molly Collins at third base to get away from the tag of the third baseman, Kayla Goldrick, on a base hit to right center. And a great relay as well from the right fielder for Attleboro, Morse to Perry to Goldrick.
So again, the throw beat her to the bag, but it was slightly to the outfield side, and a great hook slide to the inside. I was getting ready to complain about that call, but the tag wasn't applied. Great slide by Molly Collins.
She got around it, and the umpire hustling down to third base to make the call was right on top of it.
Exactly. Swinging strike to Julia White, the junior left fielder. She grounded out to Eby at first. Pops to first base. Eby makes the leaping catch and goes into the Franklin dugout.
And no advance.
And that's going to bring the run home as she made the catch and then went out of play.
Yep.
So the third base coach is Katie Holbrook, the head coach, right on that as Eby made the catch and went right through the door into the Franklin dugout. So she carried a ball in play, out of play.
So that's technically an error. That can't be a sac fly because she took it out of play. The only reason why she scored is because she went out of play.
Oh my gosh!
I think I'm right. Would you agree? I mean, she took it out of play. She wasn't tagging.
That's right. Called strike to the number 3 batter, Gabby Kalachi. The shortstop had a base hit to right field in the top of the first.
So it was a pop up to Eby. She made a great running catch, and the momentum carried her into the dugout, which means she took the ball out of play.
Yeah.
It's an automatic advancement on the ball out of play.
So we've got to call that an E3. That's tough.
Yeah. No RBI, but the run scores. Molly Collins, and the score is now 6-1 in the top of the third. Count 1-1 to Gabby Kalachi.
And to Peter Bray running our graphics. That's a first error of the game on Attleboro. Fouled back, so that's count to Kalachi is
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There we go.
Now, it's a tough error because it's a great catch, and I purposely looked to see if she was tagging. She wasn't tagging either. She can't even make the argument. So
some raindrops falling here, and some big raindrops falling now. My coat's in my car. Low.
2 balls,
2 strikes to Kalachi. I got to think I can cover the computer here with something.
And all my plagiarism is going to get washed away here. I hope you were listening in the first 3 innings. I'm not going to sound nearly as smart going forward. Ground ball.
Slow grounder to third base, firing across the diamond in time. Nice play by Goldrick across to Eby. 2 outs. Well, these are big raindrops.
They are big.
So
I got an umbrella in my car, but naturally I parked a half a mile away because of what happened last game.
So the Bombardiers have 6 runs on 7 hits. And that ball is foul by Lauren Cody, the senior first baseman. She struck out swinging in the first. Oh, thank you. They just, whoops. All right.
No balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Fastball inside and low. 1 ball. I'm sorry, now it was 0-1. Now it's 1-1 to Lauren Cody.
And these are raindrops the size of snowballs. So I've got my score sheet under the table here. White and Wines. Called strike, low outside corner. Nice pitch. It's 1-2. 6-1 now, Attleboro, top of the third. On a run scored the craziest way you'll ever see.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one scored that way.
High out of the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lauren Cody.
And as quickly as the start is, I think it's ending.
We hope.
That'd be nice. Is your side of the table wet?
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, mine is too.
Yeah, breaking ball inside,
our way,
foul
Paul.
back. Just over the backstop.
Heads up, Mr. Bosch.
Absolutely no effort whatsoever. There you go. Now that form's a little late. And he's blaming his lovely bride. She had the umbrella in the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lauren Cody. So Gabby Bosch making the Bosch family proud out in left field. Not so much
Strike 3 on a
Slow
low
it
inside fastball.
to Cody. So second strike. That's the sixth strikeout of the game for Whiten, who we told you earlier doesn't strike out many batters. Once again, I was wrong. And there's Coach Holbrook laughing with a home plate umpire Donahue about how they scored that run.
That's
Eby
crazy,
catching the foul ball and then going through the dugout of through the door into the Franklin dugout.
It was funny if there was a door there, the run wouldn't have scored.
Exactly right. The score is 6-1 Attleboro. We'll be back with bottom of the third action after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Join magician and juggler Scott Jameson for an outdoor performance for families of all ages. Scott's performance will take place at Balfour Riverwalk Park in Attleboro from 3 to 4 p.m. on July 8th. Umbrellas will be plucked from thin air, a drawing will come to life, basketballs will be spun and juggled, and a member of the audience will unlock telekinetic abilities.
You would know it is.
This program is sponsored in part by a grant from the Attleboro Cultural Council. Registration for the event begins on June 14th. To register, you can contact Crystal Brown via email at attleborokids@salesinc.org. Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to the Drummond Street Turf Fields, as now the rain is really coming down.
It stopped for a minute during the commercial break.
Yeah. The sun is out, so there might be some rainbows later. Coming up for the Bombardiers, Kayla Goldrick. She grounded out to third in the bottom of the first.
Well, thank you, Jay Bosch.
Oh, wow.
we got some covering.
We head to the bottom of the third inning, 6-1 Attleboro. Breaking ball from Lavery just misses low, 1-0 to Goldrick.
Batting fourth this inning is the best softball player in the history of Attleboro sports, Gabby Bosch. As we thank Jay for the umbrella that's over us right now.
Curveball, lashed, foul, and once again, Goldrick just hit the ball too darn hard. It goes foul. 1-1 is the count.
Yeah, just out in front of that, but she really turned on that. She did that her last at bat as well. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The score is 6-1. We are here in the bottom of the third. Avery coming in with 46 pitches through 2 innings, has thrown 2 to Goldrick. The freshman hitting .462 on the year with 8 RBIs to lead the Attleboro team.
And Dave Angel helped me out, just came and grabbed my car keys so we could shut my windows. Breaking ball, lashed into left field, stepping in, reaching up, making the catch is White. That's going to be an L7 in my book.
Oh, that's an L.
Line to 7.
Line to 7.
Left field.
She broke in just a little bit, but caught herself and went back a half a step and made the catch. Those line drives hit right at you are the toughest ones to make in baseball and softball.
Told that story in right field. The line drive hit right at me, and the coach saying, Healy, I thought you had that, till I heard you say, oh, crap. Pitches low to Mansour. Mansour had a double to right center and then was replaced by a pinch runner who scored an Attleboro run. So it's 1-0 to Natalie, the senior.
Yeah, Mansour jumped all over that first pitch and deposited right in the right center field. Wow. Back in the second inning.
The sun is out and the rain's still coming down.
It's one of those local storms.
Yeah. Breaking ball outside, 2-0 to Natalie Mansour. Okay, thank you, David.
Jay, do you want me to hold the umbrella? You good? All right. Thank you.
He did Coach Homer's windows as well. Boy, I'm glad I've said nice things about Gabby over the years. Breaking ball outside, 3-0 to Natalie Mansour. And Coach Holbrook will head out to talk to her pitcher, and this is so strange to see pouring rain in the bright sun. And again, Lavery, she's gone to 3 balls now on 1.
Oh, sorry.
Well, actually, that's just the second batter.
Second batter, yeah.
But she has been.
She went to on Gabby's walk in that last inning, and now the second one to Natalie Mansour.
Yeah. Wow.
Wonder what the discussion is here. Just feeder strikes, down the middle. Let's, get back to basics.
Whatever the discussion is, the sophomore catcher fails. Just got a laugh out of Coach Katie Holbrook.
Seriously, I think it's only raining behind home plate right now.
3-0 count to Mansour. Do you have a green light here, Kevin, with a 6-1 lead?
Yeah, give her the green light. She had the double. She's a senior. Let her get her hacks away. Take it all the way.
Called strike 3-1. Tough day for Kevin.
Every time I make a prediction, it's 100% wrong.
Mr. Bosch, where do I send the check? Low in the strike zone, fouled off to the right into the screen, and suddenly it's a full count. It is 6-1, bottom of the third. Bottom Bombardiers are up, 1 out, nobody on.
That was just at the low, right at the knees.
And the pitcher, Lavery, wants a dry ball. Yep.
Oh, it is raining on that side. Okay. So 3-2 the senior man, sir. Are they still seniors if they've already graduated, or are they're freshmen in college now, I guess?
Haven't started classes yet.
That's true.
Great pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Late swing. First strikeout of the game for Lavery, and boy, did she need that. 2 outs.
Sir looked, was expecting fastballs, fooled a little bit by the off-speed. That's a great pitch. A lot of confidence to throw an off-speed 3-2 pitch.
Brings up Brenna Morse, the senior right fielder. Breaking ball low and away. Nice stop by Thales. 1-0.
Brenna flew out to right field in the second inning. 4-pitch at bat.
See the catcher fails. Look into the dugout. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 1-1. So the coaching staff looks to be calling the pitches for Franklin. I don't believe Coach Homer operates that way. I think he lets the players call him.
Yep. He's becoming a dinosaur in that realm.
Yeah.
All coaches are calling at all different levels now.
Breaking ball hit straight up the middle. Base hit into center field for Brenna Morse. 8th hit of the game for the Bombardiers.
Now, Paul, even if Gabby's out, call her safe.
Yeah, right.
We have a nice umbrella over our head.
Here comes as Kevin said, the greatest softball player, basketball player, and soccer player in the history of Attleboro High School, Gabby Bosch.
Thank you, Jay, for holding the umbrella over our head, as it is really pouring right now.
Wow.
Showing Bond, big lead at first. They throw
Throwing down to first, it goes into right field. Going to second base will be Morse. Slides in ahead of the throw from the right fielder, Musa. So it's 1-0 to Gabby Bosch, and now a runner in scoring position. 2 outs, bottom of the third.
I'm going to call an error on the catcher on that one.
That's right, yeah.
To advance her to second base.
So that's 1 error for each team now.
And now on these turf fields with the turf wet, you got to start your slide about halfway between the bases, because it's a slip and slide out there now, folks.
Even Carl Yastrzemski, one of the worst sliders in baseball history, could slide on this stuff. Swing and a miss. Looks like a hot, I was going to say fastball, but it broke at the end. 1-1.
Yeah, had a little bit of movement.
Yep.
1 ball, 1 strike to the senior.
And it's amazing about Carl Yastrzemski, one of the greatest baseball players ever. Could not slide. He would jump straight up in the air and thump down on the base. Breaking ball just misses, stays inside. Lavery wanted the call, but I think the umpire got it right. 2-1.
2-1.
And then fails. The catcher, it looks like she agreed with Donahue, the catcher. I mean, the umpire.
2 balls, 1 strike. And that was an off-speed. That was off speed.
Yeah. Yes, that looked like almost like a knuckle curve. Call strike 2-2.
2-2. Mixing pitches to Bosch this at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second, bottom of the third inning.
Fastball, call strike 3.
That looked to be a little bit outside.
And that'll end the inning. For the Bombardiers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete, the Bombardiers 6, the Panthers 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
One at the top of the 4th. Yeah. Got to get 1 more full one in, right?
I can't play commercials because somehow I made the screen shrink, and because the screen is wet, I can't use the touch thingy to get it going. So we want to thank LJ Car Wash, Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, Asians Garage. Oh, that's North TV. Nice try. Bristol Glass. Gabby Bosch's dad for keeping us dry. Wow. It is really wee waning.
And I don't know what the protocol is. If this was the dirt field, we would see the puddles.
Yes.
And know instantly that there would be a delay. I have no idea what the process is for turf fields.
Yeah. Katie Holbrook heading over to third base as the umpire Donahue just talked to Mark Homer. We're going to keep going. I've got to flip over my score sheet here, my soaking wet score sheet. Franklin will send up Georgia Harvey, the sophomore flex player. The pitcher, Aislinn Lavery, in the 6th spot in the order, and Carly Johnson Pellegri, the freshman. Fastball foul back right over our heads to Georgia Harvey. Did you flinch? You did. All right, rookie.
Takes a couple games, but after a while, you won't flinch. And the rain does seem to be letting up.
Yeah.
But we said that once before.
Okay, I'm looking for rainbows.
You do that.
All right, stop that. 0-1 to Georgia.
Moody Blues, lava lamps. My
No.
God.
No, I did not stop by Nova Farms before I came here. Ball inside, 1-1 to Georgia Harvey. She struck out looking in the top of the 2nd inning.
1 of 5 or 6 strikeout victims of Boynton.
Called strike, outside corner. Jess got it, 1-2.
Boynton has done a great job of working ahead in the count, getting ahead, falling behind very
Thank
few
you.
batters this game. Thank you, Mr.
Wow.
Mr. J. Bosch.
Yay! That is high. If Jim Jones is still here, no, he's not. Okay, I'm going to try to have to fix this computer at some point. We have an inch of water on the table in front of us. 2-2 is the count.
And all the notes that Katie Holbrook provided.
Fouled back over our head. Count remains 2-2.
If anybody in the audience is traveling and has a towel and
Yes.
would like to swing a towel on by for our table, that would be greatly appreciated. We'll be sure to tell you that your daughter is the best softball player.
Yes, right.
In the history of softball.
No, that's okay. No, we couldn't. Your son already helped us out with. Thank you so much. Trying to give us a sweatshirt.
No, not the sweatshirt. Just
2-2 to Harvey. Outside, high and outside. 3-2 to Harvey. Again, if you just joined us, Attleboro has 6 runs on 8 hits. Franklin 1 run on 3 hits. Each team with an error, and my score sheet just ripped.
It's a fly ball. It's going to be tough down the right field line. And it drops
Foul as Morse made the dive for it while eluding Eby, the first baseman, trying to track it down.
No, it was the second baseman that tried to track it down. Because they got that angle. The second baseman and shortstop when the ball's down the line. Actually, it's probably good that Perry came up a little bit short. It's right fielder dove for that ball. You hate to have a collision.
And now the sun is shining. There is no rain anywhere, and we have water everywhere. Can't put our score sheets back on the table yet. There's an inch of water on there. Take this off, try to get some sun on the computer. Ground ball to third base. Across the diamond goes Goldrick. In time to Eby. 1 up, 1 down. 6-1, top of the 4th. 5-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be? An 8-pitch at bat for Georgia Harvey.
All right. 50. Okay, I am going to have to get something for this computer here.
Fastball low to Lavery, the pitcher. 1 ball, no strikes. Lavery beat out a kind of like a swinging bunt.
Yeah.
And she did not step, the ball did not hit her coming out of the box. It was a bang-bang play at first, and she was ruled safe.
Ball inside, 2-0.
Probably about the only controversial, if you want to even go there, play of the game against Coach Homer. Questioned whether or not the ball touched her coming out of the box, and it did not.
I have some paper towels in the back of my car. I'm going to run and go get those after this. Inside, 3-0 to Aislinn Lavery. And that's just the 2nd time that Laura has gone to 3 balls as a pitcher. She wants a dry ball. Is that Megan Gordon throwing it out there?
I think so.
Yep. No, Megan. Well, she usually wears number 7, but.
No,
that's Megan.
Yeah, okay. She's wearing number 6.
Well, again, she's already graduated. No, she's a junior too.
She's a junior, yeah.
That's right.
I fell for that one earlier this year.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a ball.
Wow, that hit her.
Technically hit her.
So hit by pitch, 1 out. At first base is now Aislinn Lavery. She's reached base twice. And this
fixes the GoPro, as you may have been just staring at Brendan Middle School.
Carly Johnson Pellegri, the freshman second baseman, comes up, struck out swinging.
We got 1 out, 1 on, top of the fourth, 6-1 to score. Ball just this low.
Yeah. 1-0 to Carly. Third baseman even with the bag. That's Goldrick. Edie just about even with the bag. Boy, Perry at second base. Lindsay, shallow.
Double play depth, but now they creep in a little bit. But
fouls it over our head. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So I noticed, like, because we're holding our books below the table,
Yeah.
so that's why I keep, I think, talking over you, because I think you're doing something, and then at the last second you peek it in to, like, oh, all right, you can see what's going on.
Boy, just a freshman. Good-looking ball player.
Yeah.
White and Wines high in the
high
zone,
one.
pops it up to first base.
That's going to be tough.
Perry, the second baseman. Nice job by Lindsay to range behind first base and make the catch.
Yeah, she caught that right on the foul line. It was a fair ball.
Yep.
And she caught that right on the foul line. Great range by Perry.
2 outs, 1 on, 6-1 Attleboro. Top of the fourth. Libby Carter comes up, the senior third baseman. She struck out but reached on a pass ball in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, swing and strike, and was able to get down to first base before a throw was even made.
Yep. Now, it'd be wrong of me to complain about how hot it is now, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Okay, swing and a miss at a fastball up high. Libby Carter, nice cut, but yeah.
But that won't stop you.
Right, exactly. I have an AM radio show during the week. Complaining, it's what I do, folks.
And you're wrong lots of times.
Well,
on
you
that
know.
show. 15 hours a week's a lot of the airtime.
Called strike. 0-2. Well, the difference between me and a conservative talk show host is, yes, I admit to being wrong once in a while. We even have a bell we ring when I make mistakes. We used to donate to charity every time I made a mistake, but I went broke after 18 months. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Libby Carter, the senior third baseman. Any notes about Libby there you can still read?
Yeah, she's heading to Plymouth State, majoring in exercise sports physiology, and will play hockey.
Have you ever been to the Plymouth State campus?
Yeah, I visited there. I almost went there. Going, running steals, hits the throw down the second.
Nice
they
throw.
got her out stealing. Nice throw by Riley Camacho on what would have been ball 2.
Yep.
To Perry, 2-6 for the third out of the inning.
Caught stealing, nice going. Beautiful, beautiful throw. All right, Kevin, I'm going to run one commercial, then I'm going to run to the car and get some paper towels and be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Do I need to?
Why isn't it playing?
A craving for fried or broiled seafood? Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 5. Funding for this station is provided by
Welcome back.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Funding for this.
Okay, welcome back to the Drummond Street Complex, WARA, and AACS 15 Sports. We're heading into the bottom of the fourth inning with the score. Attleboro 6, Franklin 1. Attleboro has 6 runs on 8 hits. They have 1 error. They have left 3 runners on base. Franklin has 1 run.
Number 16 is going in for number 9, pitching change.
Pitching change for Franklin. Number 16 is Jenny Maciel. She's headed to Westfield State, going to major in elementary ed. So Jenny Maciel will be going in for Aislinn Lavery. I hope the camera's on you, Paul, right now. So it's a new pitcher, again, Jenny Maciel, senior pitcher, also plays in third base for Coach Holbrook. She's coming in. Again, Attleboro leads 6-1, headed into the bottom of the fourth. The rain has stopped. We're trying to dry out. You just destroyed your roster.
Yeah, I know it. Man, we're going to have to count on yours.
Oh, no.
All right, there's a little bit left in this paper towel. We'll see what you can do. That's I don't know if they're bounties, but they're good ones.
Are they
Okay.
quicker picker-uppers?
So Libby Carter will lead off the next inning for the top of the 5th for Franklin as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Haley Perry.
Yay,
will
lead off.
for
Boy.
Attleboro.
Infield hit and scored a run. Double to left field for an RBI and scored a run for the Fighting Bombardiers. And who's the new pitcher?
Number 16, Jenny Maciel. And there's the first pitch
Yep.
swinging, ground ball to third base. She bobbled it, and Haley Perry will reach on an error by the third baseman
Carter.
for Franklin, who is Libby Carter, correct. First pitch swing for Haley Perry.
Wow.
She's on for the 3rd time today. She now 2 for 3 on the day with a single, a double, and an RBI.
So that brings up Lindsay Perry, her twin sister, who had a base hit to left field and scored a run, and a sacrifice fly to center to drive in a run. Looks at a curveball inside from Maselli, ball 1. So for Lavery, 3 full innings. And she allowed 6 runs, all earned. Throw down to first, back in time is Haley Perry. What's the count to, Lindsay?
It is 2 balls, no strikes.
Thank you. So 6 runs, 8 hits.
Yes. All earned.
Yep. Low and inside, nice stop by the sophomore catcher, fails.
She calls time. She wants a dry ball.
Yes.
I have a feeling we're going to have that issue for at least another inning or 2. The sun is out.
Yeah.
Looks like any showers that were overhead have passed. Let's see if we can get some sun on our
Hey.
table.
I got the computer working right again. All right.
It skipped a few times before I was able to talk. The fisherman walk, I'm sorry, to Lindsay
Yep.
Perry. It kept skipping. It kept kicking back in. And every time I went to talk, it's like, no.
Okay. Okay, so the Perry sisters are on. Haley at second, Lindsay at first. Matt's at home in front of the couch eating bonbons, but he's got a smile on his face. His sisters are on base. Riley Camacho is coming up. A base hit for an RBI, a double to right field for an RBI in the first, and a infield hit for an RBI in the second. What was the first pitch?
Swing and strike, low and inside, strike 1. She stole a base, too, in the second inning and ended up scoring. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And takes a strike.
Yeah.
A little low, but...
Yep. 1 ball.
0-2.
0-2, yes. Riley, where's number 23? Who was your favorite number 23?
The first one that comes to mind actually was Oil Can Boy, but Louis Tion was number 23.
Yes,
as
exactly
well when I was
right.
growing
Thank you.
up.
You almost blew that question. Fouls that down to third base. Scooping it up is Ms. Carter. Tosses it to the pitcher because it's not Major League Baseball where they go through 487 balls a game. Count remains 0-2. Well, just as I said that, Massell threw the ball in, and she's got a new dry one.
You got to remember, too, Tion pitched with the Red Sox until I was 9.
Wow.
then left, and Oil Can came up when I was 14.
Shot
up the middle.
into center field, hitting third base is Haley Perry. She will score as Lindsay stays at first.
No, she goes to second.
She goes to second. 3 at-bats, 3 RBIs for Riley Camacho. Wow, so now a base hit to right, an infield hit, and a base hit to center.
All the more impressive with that hit was on an 0-2 count for the freshman. She hung
Yes.
in there, showed no panic. I mean, you got a freshman batting third.
Yeah.
Something's going right.
This brings up Laura Whiten, the pitcher, Scholar Athlete of the Month. She's 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs, drove in an RBI. Oh, a long blast to
driving a
left
run here.
field over the head of White. That ball is still rolling on the turf.
It's going to be at least a triple.
1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Whiten stops at third base. Great job by White to track that ball down. And Kalachi, what a throw.
Yeah.
She's a shortstop, but she was way out there for the cutoff and a beautiful throw. So 2 more RBIs for Whiten as scoring our Lindsay Perry and Riley Camacho.
And we have a courtesy runner going in for, for Whiten. And it's going to be 33, Jeannie Hillman. And we have an interesting RBI race going on for Attleboro.
Yeah.
Camacho came in with 16 RBIs.
Yep.
Whiten came in with 13 RBIs. Whiten now has 17 RBIs, but Camacho has 19 on the season.
Wow. 9-1 Bombardiers. Oh, that ball is blasted up the middle by Laura Eby, first pitch swinging. We're trying to dry things off, make sure the equipment works, and call the game, and the girls aren't cooperating. A base hit, so scoring on that after the triple to Left field is Warren. That makes it 10-1, right, Ken?
Yes, sir.
And an RBI for Eby, who had popped out to the catcher, grounded out to Kalachi at short, and there was a hard base hit to center field.
Still nobody out here in the 4th inning, and this was the inning that did Attleboro in last game against Franklin, when Franklin put up 6 runs in the 4th inning in a 12-4 victory over Attleboro. Attleboro now has put up 4 runs without getting anybody out to take, like we just stated, a 10-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stepping up now is Kayla Goldrick, the freshman, coming in hitting .462, 0 for 2 on the day, with a ground out to short and a line out to left field.
So the Bombardiers now 10 runs on 10 hits.
Yes,
Whoops.
10 runs, 10 hits.
Had my head down, foul down the third base line.
And there's an error by Coach
Actually,
Homer.
11 hits now.
Didn't Perry reach on an error, right?
Perry reached on an error.
Yep, and then Perry, the other
and then
Perry
a walk, and then base hit Camacho,
3 hits.
triple
Yep,
Wharton,
3
base
hits.
hit Eby.
Yep, that's 11 hits.
So
Correct.
11 hits, 10 runs for the Bombardiers, and they have a runner on first. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike to Goldrick. Please tell me that's correct.
That is correct.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day here, other than that
Really?
half-an-hour rainstorm.
Wow. My half of the table is dry.
Oh, isn't that
ground
convenient?
ball foul past Yes, really, the table must be slanted my way because my half's dry, your half is drenched.
Well, you got to use the dry paper towel, and I got
That's
to use
true.
the second half of your wet paper towel.
Just pretend you're the younger brother again. That's what happens. Here,
I am the younger
you can
one.
use my
No, I'm
coat.
not going to use your jacket.
Well, no, I got another one on the car.
Oh,
That's
no, don't worry about it.
It's 1-2 to Kayla Goldrick. Did we mention she ground out to short and lined out to the center fielder? Lined out to the left fielder, excuse me. What was that pitch?
Okay.
What was that?
That was a ball, 2-2. I don't know where that one is. That's a
the
tough
first-
one to take on 1-2.
That's the first pitch all game that I've disagreed with home umpire Loretta Donahue, who's done a great job. That one's high, 3-2. Full count to Kayla.
And folks, if you notice, our voice is lower sometimes when we disagree with the umpires, because we learned several years ago during our American Legion coverage that the umpire can indeed hear us.
Do you think they can hear us? The guy
Yes.
turned around. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, every word.
Right, exactly. That's ball 4 high. That's right. That's what he said. Oh, yeah, every word. So moving to first base on the base on balls is Goldrick. Moving to second is Laura Eby. It is 11-1 Bombardiers. 4 runs. Oops. 10-1.
Yeah,
4
10-1.
runs in this one. 10 runs, 11 hits.
Correct. 4-6.
1, 2, 3 hits this inning. And coming up is Natalie Mansour, who has a double to right center and struck out swinging.
And the new pitcher, Marcel, is showing it's a little bit of like frustration with, I think, with her own game, not the umpire. Just like, oh come on, I can't seem to locate. So she'll get it.
High and outside, 2-0.
One of the things you can do, and I'm not suggesting that Coach Holbrook will do this, you can reinsert the starting pitcher.
Yep.
You will not be able to reinsert anybody else after that point to the pitching spot.
Yeah, Maselli, curveball, catches the top of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's a good take for Mansur. 2-0, you want it to be your pitch. We've talked about this before. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. It's going to be your pitch. That's clearly not her pitch.
Yes. Breaking ball. Oh, what a stop by Massell, the pitcher. Fires it to first base for the out. Moving over to third is Eby. To second is Goldrick. Boy,
Real
she
nice
speared
play.
that, Kevin.
Yeah, she really did. She got it. You know, runners were off on contact because the ball was on the ground, so had no chance at a double play. Got the out at first, so it moves the runners along. But that's a real nice play.
That's the
by-
first.
That's the first out of the inning.
Wow. Boy, that was a gold glove play. That was
Yeah, it
a
really was.
Maddox worthy.
But she kept the glove. It stayed low.
Yeah.
It kind of skimmed the ground. Didn't come up too high.
Brenna Morse is up. Fouls that one off. Morse has flown out to right field and has a base hit to center. 0-1 to Brenna. That's the first out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters before the first out was recorded. 10-1 Bombardiers. Bottom of the 4th. Breaking ball lofted to short center, actually deep infield. Catch is made by Johnson Pellegri, the freshman. 2 outs.
Not deep enough to even attempt
Yeah.
to make a throw. It was right on the cusp of that grass, turf line. And the second baseman came down with it.
Now,
So 2 outs.
Gabby Bosch coming up. Her father is not holding the umbrella over our head, keeping us dry, so now we can tell the truth. Gabby is one hell of a player.
Yeah, she really is.
Breaking ball, call strike, but not the greatest soccer, basketball, and softball player in the history of the school.
I actually said all time.
I know.
You brought it back
Okay.
to the school.
Great kid. Swing and a miss at that breaking ball. Again, kind of slider-like motion. She's got a slow curve and that fast curve.
I know at graduation, she was one of the ones that made one of the speeches at graduation. It's either president of student council, salutatorian, something like that. So smart kid, going to be doing great things in the future.
Breaking ball just misses outside, 1 and 2. Boy, it's funny, Avery showed no emotion on the mound with Maselli. You know exactly what she's thinking. Slow breaking ball high, 2 and 2. How do we spell her name? Because my roster is now torn up.
S-M-I-T.
All right, M-A-C-I-E-L.
M-A-C-I-E-L, yep.
Maciel?
Maciel, I'm going Maciel, yeah.
Breaking ball inside, check
half
swing by
swing.
Bosch. Fielded by the first baseman, Cody. She tags Gabby on the way by. So Attleboro sent up 6 batters without an out and then end the inning 1-2-3. But for the Bombardiers, 4 more runs on 3 more hits. And after 4 complete, Attleboro 10, Franklin 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
The Attleboro Recreation Department hosts their 8th annual Family Fun Night at Spatra Pool in Hayward Field on Friday, July 9th. In addition to swimming and a movie, there will be other fun family activities. Pizza will be served. Spatra Pool will be open for family swim for Attleboro residents from 6:15 p.m. to dusk. When it starts getting dark, you can grab your lawn chair or blanket and stroll on over to Hayward Field, where Stuart Little will be playing on the big screen.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA Radio. I'm Paul Healy along with the drying out Kevin Callahan. Not that kind of way, folks. I mean from the rain. Dave Angel, part of our crew. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. We're pleased to know we got the computer and broadcasting equipment covered up properly. So no damage to that, thank heavens.
Yes, they'll be very happy to hear that.
And Libby Carter steps back up as she was the batter when Lavery was caught stealing. Called strike 1 from Boynton to Carter on a breaking ball, 0-1. We're in the top of the 5th. It is 10-1, Attleboro.
In regards to the equipment, make sure you don't leave it behind either.
All right, all right. Foul ball back right in front of us, 0-2. And Kevin's referring to the time, was that 3 years ago?
I think so. It was during basketball season.
Yes, after a Friday night basketball game, I left the equipment in the parking lot. I had it all behind my car to put in the trunk. Realized I left my coat in the gym. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Went back in the gym to get my coat. Came back to my car, unlocked it, hopped in, drove away without ever putting the equipment in the trunk. Manny, the janitor at the school, saved me by finding the equipment and locking it away in a closet. Fastball inside, 2-2 to Libby Carter from Laura Wharton. Kevin and I showed up the next day to do a hockey game at New England Sports Village. I opened up my trunk. Where's the equipment? That was a difficult phone call to make to Jim Jones.
Boston's love hearing that stuff, don't they?
Yeah. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, second strikeout of Libby Carter. How many is that? 7 now?
7 strikeouts.
Wow. First out in the top of the 5th, 10-1 Bombardiers, and up comes the sophomore catcher, number 9 batter, Haley Fales. She grounded out hard to shortstop in the second.
Just 3 hits that Boynton's given up.
Wow. Takes something off that, finds the inside corner, strike 1 to Haley Fales, who's a good-looking sophomore catcher defensively.
Yeah, she's catching a great game so far. Technically no walks for Boynton. She did hit a batter on a 3-0 pitch.
lashes down to right field, foul, one of the hardest hit balls of the day, just a long strike. 0-2 to Haley Fales.
First base coach for Franklin just tilted his head to one side, let the ball go right by his ear. No problem.
You remember the fighter Aaron Pryor, the Hawk? I got a story about that, speaking of moving your head, in just a moment. 0-2 to Haley. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, our home plate umpire, Loretta Donahue from Pine Manor College, and Bill Fallon on the bases from UMass, graduated, I believe, in '79. So his freshman year just missed my '75 season when my brother John was one of the co-captains. High breaking ball, swing and a miss, another strikeout. Kevin, it's the 8th strikeout for Laura. Can you remember, can you remind our audience what I said in the pregame?
She doesn't strike out too many players, and she has to be careful of the walks, of putting runners on base. How many walks does she have, Paul?
That would be 0 walks.
0 walks.
And 8 strikeouts now.
That's some good pregame prep there, Paul.
Yeah, wondering why I've never won an Emmy. Molly Collins, the senior center fielder, is up. She struck out swinging in the first and had a triple to right center field in the third, scored the only Franklin run. It's 1-0.
Missing high on that one, but again, her control has been great.
High pitch is popped way up. Lindsey Perry, the second baseman, makes the catch, and that will end the top of the 5th inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base after 4.5. Attleboro 10, Franklin 1.
Real or imagined, a national juried exhibition is coming to the Attleboro Arts Museum. Artists who submitted work for the exhibition were asked to submit works that spotlight the authentic or explore the unreal. An in-gallery exhibition of the artworks will be on view in the museum's Otmar Gallery from June 16th through July 15th. In lieu of a reception, a virtual artist talk will be held on Zoom on Friday, June 18th from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. 6 artists that were awarded the Jurors Award will be featured during the virtual artist talk. Registration is required to receive a link to the talk. The virtual artist talk and the in-gallery exhibition are both open to the general public.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
Okay, a couple of things about Fisherman's 3. Kevin, remember, they're still hiring. I know they're open at least Thursday through Sundays now. Late in this pandemic. So, again, thank you to Fisherman's 3, Bristol Glass, Riley, W.H. Riley and Sons, Claudino's Auto, the Betting Center, LJ's Car Wash, and, of course, Gabby Bosch's father for holding an umbrella over us and keeping us dry during the monsoon.
Our favorite sponsor today.
Haley Perry is up. Hasn't done much today at all. Had a infield hit in the first and scored a run as she looks at ball 1. Had a double to left field for an RBI and scored a run in the second. Reached on an error and scored in the fourth. And made 2 nice defensive plays. Ball 2, the pitch low and in from Maciel. And again, Lavery, the starter, almost like Mr. Spock from Star Trek, did not show emotion. Maciel, we know how she feels after every pitch. Ball 3, called strike, 2-1.
Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a 10-1 call.
Exactly.
High in the zone, lash down to third base. Carter has it across the diamond. We've seen some nice defense today. Haley out at first, 5-3 if you're scoring at home, 1 up, 1 down.
It's the first time they've retired Perry today. And technically, Lindsey Perry still just 1 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice fly and a walk, but an RBI, 2 runs scored.
Yeah.
The top 5 batters in the order for Attleboro all have an RBI today.
Wow. Breaking ball, lash to Kalachi at shortstop. An absolute bullet across the diamond, 6-3, 2 up, 2 down, and she'll be heading to Johnson and Wales to play college softball next fall.
And this inning is starting off much cleaner for Maciel than last inning for sure.
Riley Camacho double to right field for an RBI. Infield hit for an RBI in the second. And a base hit to center field for an RBI in the fourth. Fouls that back. 0-1 to Riley.
3 RBIs, a stolen base, 3 runs scored, and catching a pretty good game today.
Yes.
And throwing on a base runner stealing.
That's right. Good point.
I stumble across one every once in a while. Bottom of the 5th, 10-1. In favor of Attleboro.
Yeah. Nice breaking ball called strike 0-2. We should also tell Brianna and Greg, Coach Homer's children, listening over the interweb. Your father, his clothes are dry, but frankly, I still think he's all wet. And that one would have got Kevin right in the teeth as it was just a bit outside, 1-2.
A little bit of a flinch there on my part, even with the fence in front of me. But that was heading right towards me.
I like that line. His clothes have dried off, but he's still
all wet. We amuse ourselves, folks.
Flashing that ball to center field on the run, reaching up, can't make the catch as Collins. This is going to be tough to score. That ball was hammered, but Collins did break in the ball, then broke back. Kevin, I'll let you make the decision.
She hit it hard. I agree with you.
Was that routine effort or more?
I initially thought it was
Hold
a
on
hit,
1 second. Coach Homer, is that a hit or an error?
He's not going to answer. Yeah, he's not listening. Let's go with a hit. Let's make her 4 for 4.
All right. We're generous. So base hit, and Whiten gets it down to third base. That goes into left field. I didn't get a good look at that because the umpire, Donahue, blocked my view.
First pitch swinging for Whiten, who is now 3 for 4 on a day with 4 RBIs as well, and a run, no run scored because she's had a runner. And here comes a runner for her right now again, and Janie Hillman. Janie Hillman, the senior. So yeah, it's on the Camacho. I mean, she did run. She slight break the wrong way, but she ended up running. She did get a glove on, but that's a tough play. Let's go with a hit.
All right. So 2 more hits this inning. First ball swinging is Eby. That's to Gabby, the shortstop.
And force out at third.
Yep, gets it over to third, 6-5. That eliminates Riley Camacho.
She kind of stopped running. I think she forgot there was a runner behind her, but.
And that's the 3rd out of the inning, so a fielder's choice for Eby. So for the Bombardiers, 2 more hits. So the Bombardiers, no runs, 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. They now have 10 runs on 13 hits. After 5 complete, 10-1 Bombardiers. We'll be right back.
Funding for this. W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Join magician and juggler Scott Jameson for an outdoor performance for families of all ages. Scott's performance will take place at Balfour Riverwalk Park in Attleboro from 3 to 4 p.m. on July 8th. Umbrellas will be plucked from thin air, a drawing will come to life, basketballs will be spun and juggled, and a member of the...
Okay, Kevin, remind me, that's the 2nd time we had to cut that Jameson PSA short about the magician. This game's magical enough, so I've got to play that next. Let's turn over our score sheet. Top of the 6th inning, 10-1 Attleboro. Looking at ball 1 inside is Julia White, the junior left fielder who's ground out to first and fouled out to first. Whoops.
In an off-kilter way, Whiten has retired the last 9 in a row.
Wow.
Well, has faced the minimum batters in the last 3 innings. She did hit a batter with 2 outs, but that with 1 out, but that runner was thrown out stealing. Wow. So she's only faced 9 batters in a row in the last 3 innings.
2-0 to Julia White. Ground ball fielded by Whiten, throws to first base. Whiten had to go to her right to field that. Gets it over to Eby, 1 up, 1 down. Wow, 10-1, top of the 6th. And this brings up Gabby Kalachi, who can play for my team anytime. The Dynamite senior shortstop. Base hit to right field, ground out to third, and at least 3 good fielding plays.
and hitting .432 on the season. The last play by Boynton where she filled it on her backhand, that's something that they didn't. I graduated in 1988, so we're going back a ways, but they didn't really teach fielding it on the backhand. They were still trying to get in front of everything. Now they're teaching all the kids how to play it on the backhand so they can come up firing.
Yeah.
And it's exactly how Boynton played that.
Oh, nice pitch to the low outside part of the plate, and Kalachi was all over it and lashes a single into left field.
Nice hit for this Johnson & Wales bound senior.
Wow. That was a beautiful pitch, Kevin, and she was on it.
Yep. Well, I mean, and that's what you expect out of your seniors, and that's what you expect out of your three-hitter. That's why they're hitting there. You make good pitches, and you hit good pitches.
Fourth hit of the game for Franklin. Lauren Cody is up. She struck out a couple of times. Boynton winds. High and inside. 1-0. Hey, that time Loretta Donahue, the umpire, flinched.
Everybody jump on board now.
Yes, exactly. That Camacho, the catcher, though, is there for. Breaking ball high, 2-0 to Lauren Cody. Okay, you told me earlier the rain has stopped now. It's feeling very, very warm again, and I can't complain about the heat.
No, you cannot complain. There's a nice breeze. It's a beautiful spring day. Go look for rainbows.
Okay. Breaking ball high. Waking ball. You know, I played an Elmer Fudd song today, too, on the show. Riley Camacho makes the catch in fair territory for the out. Second out of the inning. Still at first base is Kalachi, and Georgia Harvey's coming up, struck out looking and ground out hard to third base.
That was a catch if you were watching. That was a very dangerous catch. There was a little miscommunication between Camacho and Boynton.
Yeah.
And Boynton gave away to Camacho, and Camacho didn't have a chance to put her back to the infield, so she caught it going forward.
Oh, first pitch lashed into center field for a base hit. Kalachi stops as once again, Harvey, she just hit that ball too darn hard. If she hit it softer, Kalachi would be at third base. The kid screwed up, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. And Kalachi's not going to take any chances. Down
10-1.
10-1. You have to go station to station. You cannot get thrown out and make the third out of third base.
But seriously, nice base hit by Georgia Harvey, who's now 1 for 3 on the day. 5 hits on the game now for Franklin. Bombardiers lead 10-1. Aslan Harvey, the starting pitcher. Oh, no, this is Maciel who's up, right?
Maciel's up, yep. Yep, she replaced Harvey, who was 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch and an infield single to the catcher. Kind of that swinging bunt.
So that was Maciel who was batting in the fourth inning, wasn't it?
No, this is her first at bat now.
Okay. What's the count?
I believe it's 2-0.
Okay, 2-0 to Maciel. Again, Laura Woyne heading to
MCLA, right?
Yep.
Massachusetts College of Liberal
Arts out in North Adams, Massachusetts. She's the Scholar Athlete of the Month. That pitch is high. 3-0 to Maciel. 10-1, top of the sixth.
2 outs, runners on first and second.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hit both pitchers.
Yes, that's right. Hitting her counterpart. And, boy, that sounded loud. She's not wearing padding on that knee.
Right off the kneecap, I think. So.
Tough kid.
And loads the bases.
Whoa.
So, again, Franklin has had a big inning recently against Attleboro.
Yeah.
In a 12-4 victory over them. So, Coach Homer, I'm sure, is going out there right now just to settle them down. Bases loaded, 2 outs, just getting out. And, just deep breath, be calm,
deep cleansing breath.
Exactly.
This is a huge at-bat. Whoops, there goes my notes, Kevin. I guess I'm not going to be able to save those. Put that down there. This is huge. Bases loaded. Franklin can get themselves back in the game.
Yeah, if they get a 2-out double right here, and all of a sudden it is 10-4. Looks like we do have a courtesy runner. Sophomore Dana Stott is going to be the courtesy runner for Jenny Maciel.
Okay.
Maciel, yep. So she's a sophomore, just new to the roster today.
Is now in the game as a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Perfect,
thank you.
Did you see how clearly she enunciated directly into our field mic?
That was awesome. It's very nice when the umpires do that, that they pick up on that. Because they'll talk to each other, and sometimes they report to us, sometimes they don't, and we'll have to figure it out. It's especially hard in baseball when they're 350 feet away, and they start making substitutions.
Carly Johnson, Pellegri's, oh my gosh, base hit to right center field, fielded by Marr, the center fielder. 2 runs are home for Franklin. Ball gets
Good
in,
backup.
and now the runner goes down to second base as they failed to hit the cutoff man, Eby, with a throw into the infield. So that's a base hit and 2 RBIs for Johnson Pellegri. Is that an error that allows her to advance to second?
The ball kind of came home anyway. I'm going to say no, and she just took second on the throw home. I don't think it's that big of a deal that she's on second. In theory, it's the old first and third play.
Yeah.
She may have gotten second on the next play anyway.
So at third base is Maciel scoring our Harvey and Calais. Ball 1 to Libby Carter, who has struck out twice today. And it is 10-3. 2 runners in scoring position. Boy, Attleboro was 1 out away from recording an out, plating a run, and game would have been mercied. Swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball up and in. 1-1?
1 ball, 1 strike. So you got, again, Attleboro coming into the game at 7-6. Franklin coming in at 6-7. Franklin's not going to go down without a fight. They want to finish 500. Attleboro wants to fight for better seeding in the playoffs. Both teams are advancing to the playoffs.
Swing and a miss up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Libby Carter, the senior third baseman.
And again, Franklin coming into the game averaging just over 6 runs a game.
Yeah.
So, they can hit. We've given you the stats of many of the players. Most of the starters are hitting over 300 for Franklin. High on base percentages.
Low inside, nice stop by the catcher, Camacho. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, Camacho, just a freshman, such a graceful center fielder. An outstanding catcher behind the plate.
When they say strong up the middle, they mean catcher, center, and second and short, and she covers 2 of those 4 positions.
Whiten gets the sign. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball inside, and that ends the inning. 3rd out, but Franklin has 2 runs on 2 hits with 2 runners left on base. After 5.5, it is Attleboro 10, Franklin 3 on AACS 15 Sports.
Funding for
we owe them this one.
Join magician and juggler Scott Jameson for an outdoor performance for families of all ages. Scott's performance will take place at Balfour Riverwalk Park in Attleboro from 3 to 4 p.m. on July 8th. Umbrellas will be plucked from thin air, a drawing will come to life, basketballs will be spun and juggled, and a member of the audience will unlock telekinetic abilities. This program is sponsored in part by a grant from the Attleboro Cultural Council. Registration for the event begins on June 14th. To register, you can contact Crystal Brown via email at attleborokids@salesinc.org.
Funding for this station is provided by Fisherman's 3 Restaurant. Have a craving for fried or broiled seafood but don't have time to drive to the Cape? The Fisherman's 3 Restaurant, located at 411 Old Colony Road in Norton, has shrimp, scrod, and lobster made to order. Their seafood arrives daily from the ocean to your table with other menu options available. They're normally open every day, but now have special COVID hours of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout or sit down. They're also currently hiring. For more information or to order, you can call 508-222-8090.
It's Thursday through Sunday now. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. We are thawing out. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Attleboro leads 10-3, and Kayla Goldrick is up. Came into the game hitting .462 with 8 RBIs. Looks at ball 1. She's grounded out to short, lined out to center, and walked.
And Jenny Messiel's in her 3rd inning of pitching for Franklin.
Strike. Ice cold pitch as Goldrick looking for something else. Let that one go. It's 1-1.
Tale of 2 innings for Messiel. 27 pitches in her 1st inning and 4 runs. Ball high. Only 11 pitches in her 2nd inning.
Wow. 2-1. The Bombardiers, 10 runs, 13 hits, 6 runners left on base. We've got 1 Franklin error. That's lofted to center field. Collins is there, makes the catch. Again, Collins took a step in, Kevin.
Yeah, I was going to say
and then went back.
Initially broke in and then broke back. You try. It's the hardest thing. Natural reactions to come in. Try to coach and teach. At the very least, freeze.
Yes, right.
And then because it's so easy to come in, and it's so difficult to go back. So Natalie Mansur, the senior, 1 for 3.
A double to right center, struck out, and then was out on a nice play by the pitcher, Lavery at the time. Made a nice no, that was Maciel who made a nice backhand play.
That was a strike. I missed the first pitch. So I don't know if it's 0-2 or 1-1 right now.
1-1? We don't know.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
No, we
Curveball
won't.
right through the legs of Maselli. Tried to knock it down with her glove. So Mansour has hit it back to the box twice now. The umpire, Donahue, checking on her to see if she's okay, calling time as Coach Holbrook will come out. So I guess we're going to say that was a 1-on-1 count. When she
We'll
hit
go
that.
1-on-1, and
That's another base hit.
I think she's fine. She's saying she's fine.
Yep.
If it caught, I don't think it caught. It didn't hit her flush. If it did,
No.
she'd be out.
No.
If it skimmed, I think it may have skimmed like the inside of her knee. I think it hit her glove, which if I've hold her.
Well, it was
Like a bug.
amazing because she at the exact same time she was putting her glove down to try to make the catch, she was jumping and spreading her legs
Right, exactly.
to allow the ball to go through in
Went
case
right
she
through.
didn't catch it.
Yeah. So if it did get her,
Yep.
it probably just ticked her.
And then number 2 is coming in, Nina Campbell, as a pinch runner for Mansour, who's the flex player, so she might be in for good now.
Now she ran back in the in the second inning as well.
So if she's in again, she's
as I
in, right?
said,
We'll see.
Yeah, gotta get my differences on the DH and the courtesy and the designated players.
Yeah.
And it's
Marcel keeps warming up. It is. Yeah, this is what Loretta Donahue, the umpire, wants. She's trying to get Coach Homer's attention, but just like his kids, Greg and Brianna, he ignores them.
he turned his back and walked
He
away
just
from
turned
her.
his back, walked away from her. Now he's got her attention. Boy,
So-
imagine Greg and Brianna. Boy, I know what that's like.
Now I think he's questioning whether or not Mansour is out of the game right now. and-
Yeah, Mansour is going to be out of the game, and he's saying that's fine. Okay.
And
So
he's clapping. So I guess
number
everything's
2's in for good, right?
In for good.
Thank you. Okay, so Nina Campbell is now in for Mansour here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
So Mansour finishes the day 2 for 4 with a double, a run scored. Pretty good day
Yes.
for the senior.
Brenna Morris is up, looks at ball one inside, a breaking ball. The right field, 1-0. The right fielder is flown out to right, base hit to center field, and popped out to second. Breaking ball, fouled high. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think that was a little high, Kevin.
A little high, just a little bit, but it's tough to lay off the high one.
Yes, it. Have we learned nothing from League of Their Own?
Exactly. Everybody on Attleboro has reached base. Not everyone has a hit, but everyone has reached base either by hit or by walk.
10 runs, 14 hits now. Ooh, right up the middle over Maciel's head, almost out at second, but hustling to get there in time was Campbell. So Campbell's at second, and with her second hit of the game, Morris at first base.
And Jenny Maciel's going to be like, this is how
Really?
my senior year finishing. They're coming at me with the ball.
Now you know.
First between her legs, one on her head.
Now you know why they wear those masks.
Yeah, exactly.
Gabby Bosch, formerly the greatest softball player in the history of Attleboro, looks at ball 1 low. Nice stop by the sophomore catcher, fails 1-0. Gabby, how did Gabby get on in the bottom of the second?
She walked.
Oh, that's right. There we go. Thank
And
you.
scored a
and
run.
scored. Struck out looking. And this is a third.
Fourth at bat.
Fourth
She
at-
rounded out the first base.
Yep.
So, kind of fooled her a little bit on that one. She swung over the ball.
Yeah.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Gabby Bosch, the senior.
That's
going to UConn in the fall. I think we mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. Warm.
Always nice to know the future plans of the seniors.
Fouls that towards the dugout on the third base side. Going over to field it is Carter, the Franklin third baseman. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Runners on first and second. Score is 10-3.
Yep. 10 runs on 15 hits for the Bombardiers. High in the zone, fouled back. Over my car, it's safe. Count remains 1-2.
So am I the only one to have a broken windshield
Yes.
this whole season? Come
Yes.
on. I won the lottery.
Just for the record, earlier in that game, I questioned where you parked your car on the air.
Yeah.
Goes down to get that one, lofts it towards first. Making the catch is Cody for the second out.
It's a minor point, but I disagree with the umpire on that infield fly call. It's infield fly supposed to be on a routine play.
Oh, they called
She
infield fly there, okay.
That was not a routine play. To be honest with you, I don't even think it was high enough.
Yeah.
Being infield fly, it's a type of ball where if you drop it, it's
Whoops.
supposed to be an easily turned double play.
Oh, the
no
ball.
advancement.
The ball got by, fails, but at second base, Campbell couldn't see that, and almost all the way to second base was Morris when she had to retreat to first.
Because she could see it.
Right.
Perry was blocked by the pitcher,
Yep.
the batter, the catcher, and the umpire, and couldn't see the ball dribbling away.
Hard shot into left field for a base hit.
For the Senator.
Here they come. The throw is high. Scoring is Campbell. It is 11-3 Bombardiers. Another hit and another RBI for Haley Perry. Perry had an infield hit and scored in the first, a double to left field for an RBI in the second, reached on an error and scored in the fourth, grounded out to third base in the fifth, and then first pitch swinging a base hit into left to knock in the run.
3 for 5, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, ball low to her sister Lindsay Perry, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a sacrifice fly, a walk, a ground out to short, an RBI, a run scored. Perry's are doing a lot of damage today.
Morris at third. Perry went to second base on the throw home. Ball is low to Lindsay. What's the count to Lindsay?
2 balls, no strikes to
Thank
the
you.
senior second baseman.
Junior.
Yep. Did I say senior?
Yeah.
Soon to be senior.
Yes. Right, exactly.
And she also made a nice catch in fair territory on the line.
Foul
There
down.
goes Homer. Oh, he
Oh,
reaches
nice
down
field
and grabs
again.
it right before it hits the fence. Good play, Coach Homer.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's 1 for 2 on the day. He did kind of botch that other one up against the fence earlier. Or it might be 2 for 3. The one he flexed on, he seemed pretty happy
Yes,
with
exactly. So we have 3 hits this inning now for the Bombardiers, 16 hits on the game, 11 runs, and 2 runners in scoring position. At third base is Morse. At second base, Haley Perry. Did we mention what Lindsay's done today? Base hit to left, flew out to center, sacrifice fly to center, walked, and grounded out to short.
Yep, we mentioned it.
Okay. Fastball fouled over our heads. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 good catchers in this game.
Very good. Yeah. Fundamentally sound, blocking everything.
Yep.
Real good fundamentals.
And I don't know if Ms. Fales heard us, but Haley, just to accentuate the point, fired a bullet back to the pitcher, Miss L there. Took something off that, but it's lofted high to Collins in center field. She gets under it, makes the catch, and that ends the inning for the Bombardiers. 1 more run on 3 hits, 2 runners left on base. So the Bombardiers, after 6, have 11 runs on 16 hits and 8 runners left on base. We'll be back with a top of the 7th right after this on AACS 15 Sports.
The City of Attleboro, the Attleboro Land Trust, and Mass Autobahn will hold their first annual Hike Attleboro Day on Saturday, July 17th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The event is open to all and will be held at the Deborah and Roger Richardson Preserve, located at 577B Wilmarth Street in Attleboro. Participants will have the opportunity to learn about the miles of trails within the city. For more information, you can visit hikeattleboro.org.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, Dave Angel. Set up the GoPro camera. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. We want to thank Fisherman's 3, just over the Norton line off of Pleasant Street, 123, right across the street from another sponsor, LJ's Car Wash. Bristol Glass on North Main Street in Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son, who we love, even though they're from North Attleboro. They've been around since 1873. Claudino's Auto and the Betting Center. Kevin, top of the 7th inning. This is it for Franklin.
Yeah, and they'll send up their 9-1-2 to start the 7th inning frame.
Oh, wait, I gave
11-3.
I said 11-1, didn't I?
It's 11-3.
Yes. Peter Bray had the graphics right. 11-3.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, this is, whoops, it's not Riley Camacho. It can't be. Franklin's
Haley
batting.
Fales. Showing bunt.
Yes, down to third. Foul ball by Fales, the sophomore catcher.
It's the first time either team has shown bunt for a hit today.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, any sort of bunt. I don't recall a sacrifice bunt earlier in the game either. 11-3. Yeah. Athletic trainer Pat Dunn.
Yeah. Former safety.
Baseball player as well.
Yeah.
Basketball player.
Curveball. Ooh, called strike. 0-2. And again, Pat Dunn. I know I love Coach Mike Strachan. I wish he was built like that when he was playing football for me. He was the fast, gutsy, skinny kid. Then he learned how to lift weights. Fastball Popped up high to the first base side. On the run is Eby making the catch. Foul out, 1 up, 1 down. We go to the top of the order with Molly Collins, who was struck out swinging, hit a triple to right center field and scored Franklin's first run and popped out to second. 11-3, Franklin 3 runs on 5 hits. 5 runners left on base. Bombardiers, 11 runs, 16 hits.
A little bit of reversal of the other game that Franklin had won 12-4.
Yes. That pitch was low and inside. Nice stop, Camacho. Just a bit short. 1-0.
Short, little in.
Yeah. All right, that pitch stunk out loud.
Might have been a gutter ball. She was a ball. Good comeback pitch.
Wow.
Yeah, fastball with a little extra zip on it.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Warren with 9 strikeouts, no walks, but 2 hit batters on the day. Both of them on 3-0 pitches, and both of them to the other team's pitcher.
Right.
Both pitchers.
In the major leagues, they would suspect something there. Ball high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Molly Collins, the center fielder for Franklin, who can fly. Where's Molly going to school?
Springfield College. She's going to play field hockey there.
Wow.
Only 1 error on the season for Molly in center field.
Wow. And that was, yeah. Fastball lofted towards, just over the shortstop. Perry's glove into center field, fielded by Marr. 6th hit of the game for the Panthers. 1 out, 1 on. Here
Nothing
in the
they
top
could
of the
do
7th.
on that one.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gave the thumbs up to Peter Bray in the truck. This brings up Julia White, the junior left fielder. Grounded out to first, fouled out to first. Ground back to the pitcher. Rolls this to second base. Going for the double play, not in time as Lindsey Perry got it to the shortstop, Haley Perry, to record the out at second. Beating the throw to first on a fielder's choice is Julia White. 2 outs.
I believe that was pitch number 104 for Laura White. 9 strikeouts, no walks on the day.
Whoops. So 2 outs there. And this is the outstanding Gabby Kalachi. Base hit to right field, ground out hard to third base, and a base hit to left field scored Franklin's second run. 11-3 here, top of the 7th. Fouled back. What's the count?
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what I thought.
Should Attleboro win this game, I believe the Attleboro parents will be putting away their pitchforks as we are being blamed for several of their losses this year.
Yes, because the games we covered.
They have not won.
Yeah, this will be their first. It's really this a 4th game we've covered or 5th?
I think it's at least the 4th.
Yes. Fastball popped up.
Should do it.
And the pitcher takes it herself. Laura Whiten makes the catch. That will end it. 11-3 Attleboro. A complete game victory for Laura. I told you before the game she doesn't strike out many. She struck out 9. I told you before the game she walks too many batters. She didn't walk anyone. Only allowed 5 hits. 11-3 victory. Kevin.
106 pitches, command performance, only 2 earned runs on the day. She came in with an ERA of 3.56, so that was clearly lowered a bit, probably down to about 3.2, 3.1.
Yep, 2 of the runs were earned today. Yep.
And Attleboro now finishes the Hawk season 8-6. Franklin drops to 6-8. They finished their Hawk season. Playoffs could start. Rumor is as early as Friday.
Wow.
They haven't heard because now we're into mid-June,
yeah.
and everything has to be done by July 3rd, July
Wow.
4th in that range.
So they might surprise us and get a home playoff game.
It's possible, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure how the seeding works based on how many teams have opted in.
Yep.
Obviously, Taunton will be the #1 seed, and they go from there.
The Perry sisters were great at the plate, but we've got to give credit to Riley Camacho as she went 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Also, Laura Whiten, the Scholar Athlete of the Month here at Attleboro High School. She got the win on the mound. Also knocked in 4 runs as she went 3 for 4 at the plate with a triple.
Yeah, all-around great day. Fantastic win for Attleboro. Great win to end their season. For sure, absolutely.
Looking at the crew in the truck, they're desperate to get out of here, so we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us. One more time, Attleboro 6, Franklin 3, so the team split the series. And as Kevin told you, playoffs may be starting as early as Friday. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports. And to our radio audience, you matter too. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll play one spot and then get back to our regularly scheduled program, which I believe right now is adult contemporary music.
Oh, nice.
If you enjoyed the broadcast, you can tune in Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till noon on 1320 WARA and WARAradio.com. I host Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, a talk show with some music and a parody of talk shows at the same time. When the show is good, it's very, very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel. But at least, folks, it's never average. Give it a shot. And thank you so much for joining us on 1320 WARA. Nailed the dramatic pause. And just to rub it into Kevin, we'll end with this spot.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance